Hello, everybody, and welcome to our YouTube channel.
Hello, everybody, and welcome back to our YouTube channel. This is the Four-a-Side Ports. This is the place where we break down the biggest game in football with our honest reactions, analysis, and sometimes we just banter all along. Tonight, we are reacting to the brutal night in the Champions League as Barcelona absolutely dismantled Newcastle. The scoreline on the night finished 7-2, and over the two leg, it was 8-3 on aggregate, which means Newcastle are officially out of the Champions League. This is equally a fairy tale season for Newcastle, like Bodo Glimt, but this is a tough one. It also makes for a very interesting conversation tonight. And to even make it better, we have got a special guest on the show, someone I've known for years, and probably the most loyal Newcastle fan I know. Dayo is in the building tonight. Dayo,
What's up?
welcome to the Four-a-Side Pods. This is the very first time that we are inviting somebody. This is a historical moment right here for our channel. So you are officially the first invited guest to the show. And
thank you.
Very, very quickly, me and so many other fans out there, we are wondering, how would somebody start supporting a team like Newcastle? Why do you want to bring yourself so much pain when you can just align with the winning teams?
Well, like I always say, anytime people ask me this question, a football team is like a wife. You can't change them. Once you pick one, it's there forever.
Whoa, I like that.
Yeah, man. I'm a fan for life, man. Win or lose.
People divorce their wives, though. I'm just saying, man.
Aha!
Not me. Not me, man. And to be honest, it's been over the last 3-4 seasons. So I mean,
fair enough.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's quickly set the stage for what happened tonight at the Camp Nou. What happened?
To be honest, if you want to break down this game into 4 parts, 4 halves, Newcastle did well 3 out of the 4 halves, right? The first game, very, very decent game. Everyone played well. First half was amazing. I was jumping around the house,
Apart from that, it was 2-2 when I looked at it.
Yeah, it was great. But the reason why we played so well, or why it looked like we played so well, is because the game was very chaotic, right? We thrive in such situations because you have people like Elanga, Barnes, Gordon just running around the pitch. Barca didn't keep the ball well at all, so it was a good half for us. But as soon as the second half started, as soon as I saw the way Pedri and those boys started to kick the ball around, I knew we're in for it. Once those guys settled down, they ran circles around us, man. Quite unfortunate, really.
I mean, it's unfortunate because at some point when I only saw the first half, to be very transparent here, and Newcastle had a couple of chances between Elanga and Gordon to actually have given them a better advantage in this game. And then the next time I was checking the score in second half, it was 7-2.
It was brutal. Everything happened in like 10 minutes. I think, the first 3 goals happened in 10 minutes, right? It was we just collapsed, and it's typical of the way our season has gone. Defending has been so poor. I saw his stats just before this game. Now, Newcastle has conceded the most goals in Europe this year, 2026. We've conceded 36 goals. The second team conceded maybe like 4 less. So we've been very bad. And now 36 plus 7, bruv, we are leaking goals, man. So once the goals started coming, everyone just lost concentration. Everyone just got tired. And we lost Sandro Tonali early in the second half. Sandro is our midfield general. He's an animal. He runs after every ball. He's our DM, our number 6. He chases everything down. You know, if Sandro was still on the pitch, it wouldn't have been that bad. But Sandro left. Joe Wheeler came on, did pretty well, but he's not a DM, right?
Yeah.
He's more an attacker. So the midfield was gone, man. And what it is, man.
Ernie, let me bring Ernie into this conversation. I know, Ernie, you hate to be a Chelsea fan right now.
Yes. Hence,
But better than Chelsea. 8-3 is better than 8-2.
Capture the 8-2. I know you hate to be a Chelsea fan right now. But I know you saw the Newcastle game. What did Barcelona do right in the second half?
I think what Dayo said was spot on. It was a game of 4 halves, but at the end of the day, games are won with all those small moments when you just. I think after that penalty, right? Again, it's the Newcastle problem with this guy. What's his name? Is your right?
How?
No, you're right.
No. Trippier. Trippier.
Kieran is, bro. I know he's 36 now. I think you guys have to move away from Trippier. Like that was unnecessary. It was unnecessary. Yeah. Like so, immediately that happened. I mean, I just knew this was chaos. And after that goal, you could have managed because this was happening in the first game, in the first leg. Like an unnecessary lack of concentration. Bam. You're losing. Again, they were winning comfortably. Now you're drawing. So I mean, you made that happen. I just realized, no, what Ansel Flake would do is, you guys thought you had a high line, bro. He used the same high line to destroy you people, right?
Yeah, man.
You guys had running. What you guys had is the same. See, look at Elanga. He only runs when there's you just throw the ball. That British kind of ball. Just throw it in the chase.
Once he has space,
If there is no ball to chase, you won't. Don't worry. It's not when you have the ball. So you just throw Pedri, Fermin Lopez. You know what? You don't have any work again. Just tap the ball, go left to right, go left to right, go left to right, and bam, right? I think as he changed the game when he realized he could actually keep the high line against you guys because you have a slow down Bonds. Thiago sometimes I don't even know that guy can be unstable sometimes. Look at the go against them.
No.
What
Thiago's really good.
Yeah, Thiago is really good. Like that's the thing, he has been good, but this game was just I don't understand, man. Down burn.
The problem with Thiago is Thiago has played, I think it's 40 games in a row.
Yeah,
this guy has had no rest this season.
Welcome to my world.
Into the team, straight from Italy, straight into the team. No training, So
I think again, what Danny said, what Barca did well was they managed the game well. They managed this guy Newcastle space way better. They got it. They understood what to do, when to move the ball, and I think the rest was just
So I'll come back to you, Dayo, shortly. But just to re-echo what Ernie has said, again, we need to give credit to where it's due. This was a vintage Barcelona performance tonight. This was pure attacking football at its best. The pace, the combination play, the way they stretch Newcastle defense. It wasn't just a win for Barcelona. It was like a statement of performance in Europe. Because again, people have been saying that this Barcelona team do not really have what it takes to, compete at this level. But I mean, Yaman is always the difference. But again, they have tried to reiterate that tonight. But Dayo, let's be very honest. I'm going to put you on the spot right now. Is Newcastle really ready for this level? In recent years, they have been very impressive, but nights like this in the Champions League, when they are competing domestically and they are competing at the very stage with top teams in Europe, is this simply a learning curve for Newcastle? Are they ready to be in this top 5 race in the Champions League?
Yeah, absolutely, right. We want to compete with the big boys. We know that we're not Barcelona. This is only our 4th Champions League season in our history, so we're still babies in this competition, right? And we want to be here every year, and we do decently. We perform decently. 2 years ago, we smashed PSG 4-1. We just had some unfortunate matches. This season too, we did okay. We beat PSV. We beat Benfica, Mourinho's Benfica. right? But yeah, Barcelona was just class, right? They were too much for us, and hands up, Barca is a phenomenal team. But I mean, not every team made it to the round of 16. Yeah, out of how many teams? We were one of the teams that made it here. So fair play to us. But yes, Barca was too much for us. We're just gonna go back to the drawing board, try and concentrate on the league. We've got 8 more games to go. We're playing our biggest rivals over the weekend, and if we win our 8 games, we're back in the Champions League next season. So fingers crossed.
I mean, this is the first time I'm hearing Newcastle's biggest rival. So it's going to be a derby game on Sunday against Sunderland. Yeah, tell us about that derby,
bro. That's the biggest derby in England, right? It's madness. It is. Really, go check it out. It is massive, right? And the reason why it's so fierce now is because Sunderland has not been in the Premier League for quite a minute, And the last time we played them when they were here, when they were in the league, they actually beat us a lot. So we're out to revenge. And the first leg this season, they beat us 1-0. So it's going to be madness. I'm telling you, that we cannot lose. If we lose that game, Eddie Howe is not going to make it to the locker room. They're going to fire him on the spot. So it's going to be crazy, right? Blood, sweat, and tears, man.
Now that you have said it, this is a game that we need to look forward to because I can already see the similarity in the way both teams play. I think Sunderland are the most physical team in the league, but then you have a midfield of Joe Linton, in Newcastle that is equally as physical. So it will be like a wrestling match.
Absolutely, it should be. That's what we expect, And the first leg was so disappointing because if we played our game, if Joelinton, Bruno, Sandro, if we played our physical game, we would have beaten Sunderland. But Eddie Howe just told those boys, go defend from the beginning. And it was just, we played nonsense. But this time, we're really going to be up for it. You saw Joelinton in the first 20, 30 minutes. He was winning every ball against Barcelona. Yeah. That's Joelinton at his best, right? And he's going to be absolutely up for it this weekend. And I'm sure we're going to smash them. I'm sure we're going to smash them to a million pieces. Those Magpies.
Okay, we'll take your words for it. Any final thoughts for you before we close this?
It was an entertaining game. I think that's what I love about Newcastle, right? It's one of those few people who play football. I mean, if you're fast, run. You guys are so direct. I appreciate that, right? You have a midfield that is so scary. I honestly think you have the scariest midfield. Even Daniel said this a dozen times. Like your DM, when Bruno is fit with Tonali and Joelinton. I really don't know how you guys are not like boxing everybody in the league. To be like, I can't count any midfield. Maybe even Zubimendi. Rice is the only person in that outfit. Let's be honest, right? You guys have 3 strong midfielders that should win you any game. So I think it goes down to your management, right? Eddie Howe is still, to be honest, I don't think Eddie Howe has really shown the kind of faith you guys have put in him, the kind of money, the kind of players. I mean, you've gotten in the last few years. I think Eddie Howe should. Yes, you won the Carabao Cup, but I expect more from you guys. Again, you played a Barcelona. This is a week, dude. The amount didn't do just like maybe one. You didn't play. This is not the Barcelona of Lewandowski missing chances. All the chances to win are literally you giving them like take.
Yeah.
These guys didn't work. I mean, Tonali boxed Pedri in this game without a shadow of a doubt. In the first game, not this one. At St. James Park, Tonali was in charge, right? So again, I think it's the pressure, the number of games we play. I think it's getting on these guys. Something else. An entertaining game by all means.
For me and other Manchester United fan out there, I guess we will say we're happy because what Newcastle did to us some weeks back, it felt like a dagger to our hearts, that last minute goal with 10 men, but yeah, this is what the Champions League is all about. A crazy Champions League night. And unfortunately for Newcastle fans, it means the European journey ends here for them. Big thanks to Dayo for jumping on and representing Newcastle faithful tonight. We hope to see you on this podcast so many times, to rep Liverpool.
Thank you for having me.
To rep Newcastle, you know. And as for our fans out there, if you enjoyed this conversation, make sure you like the video, subscribe to the channel, and drop your thoughts in the comment section. This has been the Foresight Pods. We'll catch you on the next video. Thank you, everyone.
Bye, guys.